I welcome all the students to the video lecture on the topic Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication. In short, it is known as SWIFT. SWIFT is a cooperative mechanism which provides safe and secure financial transactions for its members. Actually, the members of this cooperative mechanism are various banks and financial institutions which are situated world over. In this particular lecture, initially I will explain what is SWIFT, then I will explain what is meant by SWIFT code. So let us try to understand what is SWIFT. Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication is world's largest electronic payment messaging system. It is the system which is established for sending message from one bank to another bank of different countries. This is the mechanism which is not actually engaged in sending actual funds or amount of money from one bank to another. It just sends information about the financial transactions from one bank of a particular country to another bank of the different country. It is the mechanism which is functioning for messaging in between different banks. Bank to bank messaging system. It is known as bank to bank messaging system. Before the establishment of the SWIFT, there was an existence of telex exchange mechanism. It is also known as teleprint exchange mechanism. This telex exchange system was used at the time of Second World War. Particularly, this system was used by the military operations in order to pass the message from one country to another. At the time, the financial institutions also starting using this mechanism for sending messages from one financial institution to other financial institutions. But later on, because of some limitations of telex exchange system, the use of telex exchange system was stopped, and instead the SWIFT was started in the year 1973. The head office of SWIFT is situated in Belgium, but in different countries of the world, the branches of the SWIFT, offices of the SWIFTs are functioning. United States, Brazil, India, Japan, Australia, Korea, France, Germany, UK, United Arab Emirates, Russia, and in some other countries, the offices of the SWIFT are situated. The SWIFT was established in the year 1973. At the time of its establishment, 239 banks from different 15 countries were the members of the SWIFT. Recently, from more than 200 countries of the world, more than 11,000 institutions are the members of the SWIFT. The SWIFT messages are programmed in a language. That language is known as FIN. Just as I mentioned, SWIFT does not actually send money. In order to send money from the bank of one country to the bank of other country, the banks has to establish their different network mechanism. Through Swift, they can only pass the message, send the message from the bank of one country to the bank of other country. How this message sending mechanism works in between two different banks of different country, that I will explain with the help of imaginary example. In our imaginary example, let us consider two countries, country A and country B, and two customers, one from country A and second customer from country B. The customer from country A wants to transfer funds to the customer who is located in country B. For transferring this fund, the customer from country A requests the bank of country A, and he requests the bank to transfer the fund to the customer who is located in country B. And both these customers, customer A and customer B, are performing the transaction in the same bank. Both the customers are related to same bank and they are performing the transaction with the same bank branch. Now, customer A, the customer from country A requests the bank to transfer the fund to country B. Then the bank from the country A simply pass the message or send the message to the bank which is situated in country B. Then what is SWIFT? The SWIFT is the system which tells the bank of the country B what to do. In this imaginary example, just the bank from country A sends the message to the bank of the country B to note down the transaction or to note down the entry in the ledger book of the bank that so and so amount is transferring to particular customer in this country B. So just here in this case, the bank of country A passed the message to the bank of country B. And as per the intimation, the bank of country B just made an entry in their ledger book of the bank that this transaction is going to happen. So it is possible it happened, the message is given by the bank of country A and it is followed by the bank of country B. It is the simple transaction which happened just because of the same bank. Both the banks are same in different countries. But actually, this process is not as simple as we mentioned here in our imaginary example. The transactions at the international level takes place from one bank to another bank and the bank are different. It may be a possibility that the customer from country A transfer funds to the customer from country B, but the both banks may be different. Not all the times the banks are same. Then in this case, the other bank, if customer from country A transfers the funds to customer of country B, but the banks are different, then the bank is known as correspondent bank. In this case of the correspondent bank, this transaction becomes complicated. Just The customer from country A in the same case sends the message to this particular bank. So what am I trying to convey the message here is the SWIFT is such a mechanism. The SWIFT is such a mechanism through which the message of financial transaction is sent from bank of one country to the bank of other country. It is a system in which the entry in the ledger book takes place or entry in the bank book takes place, not actually sends the money. For the sending the messages, the fee is charged by SWIFT. It is not a free service given to the customers. Now I will explain what is SWIFT codes. SWIFT code is a unique identification code. It is also known as bank identifier code. SWIFT code is 11 digit number. Sometimes it is 8 digit number and sometimes it is 11 digit number. Now I will explain what is this SWIFT code. The first 4 digits of the SWIFT code is related to the name of the bank. As we observe while making transactions, NEFT, RTGS and other transactions, we need to enter the IFSC code of the bank. In the same way, in international level message transferring system, the SWIFT code is used and first 4 digit of the SWIFT code is related to the name of that particular bank. Then, in order to simplify, in order to understand this, I will give an example. For example, we are transferring the money to some other bank and that bank is State Bank of India. Then we used to mention, while mentioning the IFSC code, initially we mention SBIN. That SBIN is bank code, the code which is related with the name of the bank. In case of Maharashtra Bank, we mention MAHB. That MAHB is the code which is related with the name of the bank. In the same way, at international transactions, international messaging system, we do use SWIFT codes and the first 4 digit of the SWIFT codes are related to bank name. Then next 2 digits are related with country code. For example, in case of India, IN code may be used. I am giving an imaginary example. Country code is used. Then next 2 digit of the code, it belongs to headquarter or head office of the bank. And last 3 digits of the code are related with branch code, where that actual branch is located. So in this way, the SWIFT codes, bank identifier code, it is 11 digit code. Sometimes it is 8 digit code. In case of 8 digit codes, the message comes up to the head office level or headquarter level. In case of 11 digit code, that message comes from the one bank to the actual branch office which is located at a particular location. So in this way, in this particular lecture, I explained the meaning of SWIFT and the mechanism how the message transfers from one country to another, and at last I explained what is SWIFT code. in this lecture. I will stop here. Thank you. Thank you very much.